Alright team, today it shuffles 051. But on a more important note, we have reached Shroud. And in utter desperation, I'm using a desperate build, if that makes sense. Shroud is one of, used to be two endgame behemoths with Rezakiri. They are the polar opposites of each other. This is a radiant bug. This is an umbral bird. I guess they're not technically opposites, but elemental-wise, they are opposites. Shroud is a reskinned Shrike, if that makes sense. He shares many of the same moves, but he's hard. He's hard. I mean, I'm not your John Wick of Dauntless like Revy or the Bran Stark of Dauntless like Odo, but hey, I try. We are using an Iceborne build because it gives me a lot of survivability, and survivability is what I desperately need in this fight to do it solo. With him just focusing on me, it is a very difficult fight for myself. We are using Aether Hunter instead of Rage Hunter because he spends way more time Aether charged than Enraged. We're using Conduit because we're using Cunning because it's an intrinsic perk on the Spire of Dawn, so we can just build into that. We're using Iceborne because decreased damage and will heal us back up. We're using Rage because Iceborne, and Wild Frenzy because Iceborne. This is a very difficult fight for me, as I have said. Definitely a lot harder than my fight with Rezakiri. I do like Rezakiri, and I like Shroud, but they're both very difficult behemoths. So, I will see you guys down there. Alright. And that landing animation. That's pretty cool, if I do say so myself. So, on top of this, I am also using health potions, because one, you have to bring them, and two, I like health. We are using, what are those called? Frenzy tonics. They do percent damage increase. Always worth the Wrathwart. There we go. And speaking of Wrathwart, I am dangerously low, so while I talk, excuse me while I go and pick some of these things up, so if I fail this hunt, I can try again. We are using Frenzy tonics? Is that what they're called? They make you attack faster. No, we already went over the Frenzy tonics. They're those ones. The attack speed tonics and bulwark tonics. So once we get to 50% health, we can hopefully add a little more survivability to our build. That is all the Wrathwart that I feel like picking up. So this is the dangerous part. He has to hurt us, right? We actually could just stand in this for a minute. Hope for the best. I would assume this will take me down to 50%. I've never actually, like, tested it. It certainly seems like we're getting close. So there's his, what would be a... There we go. Alright, now we're buffing up. That is a very big attack. Be sure you dodge if you have any doubt in your mind that it could hit you. Gotta use our attack speed, move around the map a little bit. That is a very big and mean attack. That's gonna hurt. Yep. Use our attack speed, reposition in front of him. Alright. I was about to comment on how well the damage reduction was working, but then I remember that we also had bulwark tonics. Ouch. Now we don't. I reactivate those because I'm scared. Sorry team, this is a difficult fight for me, and I'm probably going to be pretty silent for most of it, unless he does this for the rest of the fight. I'm okay with that. Ow. Alright, he is going enraged. We're going to use this opportunity to rebuff anything that we need to buff. We're going to run out of potions so fast. Alright, he is over here. Got a little audio cue. Gonna do a few spins. Gonna roll. Now this is... Why does that sound like he threw out a bubble? He did not. I don't think he did. Where'd you go? Okay, he's just going enraged. Keep an eye on him. Some damage numbers. He's going unenraged. There he is making a clone. I should not have attacked twice. Alright, we're going to shoot the clone. You're gonna do another attack, or you... Okay. Yeah, there you go. Where'd he go? Oh, he's over there. Oh no. Ow. Okay, so that does like 50% of half of my health. Ow. I don't really want to use a, we'll do this. Try to heal up a little bit. I was gonna say I don't really want to use a health potion and risk going above 50% health. That is such a large range. Go enraged, please. Thank you. Alright. Gonna rebuff if we can. It'd be lovely if he did the thing that I can boop him out of. Like... Oh boy. Oh, dodged way too soon. Oh no. Ouch. Okay. Gotta use one. Too low. I'm sure he will hit me again, in which case it will probably murder me, like right off the bat, because why not? I'll load up that pike shot. He is almost knocked out, which is great news. I'm amazed that... I will be amazed if he can't one-shot me. Okay, there we go. We're going to avoid him for a hot minute. Rebuff. He's going to go ether charged again. What are you doing? Are you running away? Oh, he's running away. Okay. Now, I should be able to use this without going over 50%. Yes, I can. Alright, so he ran away. And an annoying part about him running away is he turns into goop on the ground, which you can still see the aether vent on the ground, but you don't know which ball of goop he is. So when you go to investigate, he just kind of pops out of the ground and he's like, surprise! And then he murders you. So he's very difficult. If you could not tell, I'm having to concentrate real hard. Normally I can be pretty talkative in these videos, but I feel like I've been pretty silent for this one. He really only has one other place that he can be, which is up here in the beginning area. Pick some flowers on the way. Yep, there he is. So he's one of these, generally close to the aether vent, because they have a sick sense of humor and think that... Yep, there he is. And he'll attack when he comes out. So when he backs up like that, it's always a clone. Come on, land next to him. Thank you. Come on, clone, die. Thank you. Alright. So we killed the clone. He's enraged somewhere. There he is. There's a boop. There we go. Thank you for actually showing a mechanic besides you just murdering me. So, we are just going to spin to win around him, using our lantern as much as we can. He's going to make another clone, which generally means he is close to death. Yeah, come over here, boy. Thank you. Generally, when he starts spamming out clones, you know that he is close to dying, which is great news for me. Okay, we're going enraged again, which is also great because it gives me a chance to kind of think about my life and my choices. You're over here, aren't you? Okay, so that's important. Can I run? We have to kill this, otherwise we are pretty much dead. There we go. It wasn't that bad. Gonna load up on that, start to sprint so we can get our sprinty boy up. Spinning more, and he died. And if you notice, we didn't break anything. But whew. 9 minutes and 10 seconds of me struggling. We do still get an S+, though. My continue button doesn't work for some reason. Anyway, I hope that helped somebody. It certainly didn't help me. But if you guys like this video, leave an upvote. If you didn't, leave a downvote. If you want to see more content like this or just more of me, subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to upload quite a bit. And you can follow me over on twitch.tv/ShockerCT422. I try to stream over there as much as I can. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!